Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video where today we are back inside of Minecraft Hardcore, where today we are going to continue the adventure in building the villager trading hall. I've done very few progress outside of camera in terms of actually gathering the materials, and we needed Silk Touch to actually do the honey farm. So yeah, let's get a start on that. So I didn't want to do this off camera. However, we have obtained a Silk Touch villager. We got one Silk Touch book at the village over here. I forgot to mention, we are on the newest version of Minecraft. We have the baby mobs. This is 26.1. I haven't updated to 26.2, which is the newest one. Reason being, mods are not updated and we use mods. As you can see, we lost the map mod. So Zeros minimap and map mod, those are completely just not updated quite yet. The mod creator is working on it. However, we do have journey map, and that is our alternative and what we're using now. We're also going to be using this in Evergreen once that goes ahead and updates as well. But we didn't lose two mods. We also have fresh animations, which I think we did have at one point. Yeah, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go to the anvil and we are going to put Silk Touch. Actually, should probably enchant it first, which means I need levels. All right, to the XP farm. We made it. That was a long trek, as you can see. Alrighty then, let's get all levels up. I need to get a sword stat because this is really annoying to just swing an axe. Speaking of, my axe has mending, so we're not actually getting levels. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is gonna take longer than expected, but oh well. Can you see me? Yeah, there's my eyes. Yeah, okay. That was kind of cool. Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. I'll see you guys in a bit. Look at the baby zombie. Oh my god. Wearing armor, but super tiny. Thinking that they're gonna be extremely hard to kill, aren't they? Okay, we're officially gathering XP. Thank God, because this was taking forever. Saying that, not a single mob is spawning or coming up. There we go. See what's happening up here. They're spawning. They're just really slow. These guys are not moving. These guys are not moving. These guys are just spawning in. We should have more. Speaking of, I need to fix that because it looks bad on the map. Oh, you can't even see it. Haha. All right, level 33. That's the level that I want to be. It looks like it is raining, which is unfortunate. Yep. Right. Back to the base of operations. Okay, so it's raining. Let's do our... Oh, that looks a little odd with that. All right. Appreciate it. Whoops. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get our axe enchanted. Efficiency 4. Fortune 3, which really... I actually don't know. Can Fortune and Silk Touch go on the same thing? Of course they can't. Okay. This is why we made it a little bit bigger. So let's go ahead and give me that back. Let's do this. There's just... You know what? Let's just do it. Silk Touch and Efficiency 4. Nice. Okay, we have an extra Silk Touch book. This will be for our Silk Touch pickaxe. That's what that's going to end up being. However, we do now have a Silk Touch diamond axe. And of course, I spent like an hour. Literally an hour trying to find Silk Touch from a villager. Re-rolling. And it didn't really matter. I want the rain to go away. I want it to go away now. But apparently that's not an option. Okay, so let's go over and collect some bees' nest. I probably should get... I'm gonna assume that they're all in here. Yeah, I can definitely hear them. We're just gonna do that. That's broken. How many bees we get? How many bees? Okay, we got 2 bees. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're not supposed to cut them like that, but I think because it's raining, they're supposed to be in there. We also now have 2 bees, so we should be able to breed them. More nests would be nice, though. I love that I fell all the way down and don't have an easy way back up, aside from going all the way to this side of the mountain. Cows, what are you guys doing? Get under for shelter. Come on, that's what we built it for. Go get your food and get the shelter. Woo! At least mobs aren't spawning. They're thunderstorm, right? Right? Oh, right. So we got 1 bee's nest. We're going to go and try and find some others. What we are going to do is we're going to make some campfires, which require wood, sticks, and a piece of coal. So let's go ahead. I'm realistically only going to need 1. So if I can... Oh, I already had plenty in there. We got our sticks, and we'll have our logs right here. Perfect. So, campfire, boom, and we got our campfire, and if we place it, and then we silk touch it, perfect. Okay. So, now let's go ahead and see how many nests we can find. Realistically, I think we're looking for, 5. Also, if you know how to turn off the Lightomatica overlay, that'd be sick. Let me know. I might figure that out on my own, but yeah, we just updated it and it don't work with shaders anymore like it used to, so that's unfortunate, but oh well. Rain, rain, go away. We got a rainbow. Kind of looks a little pixelated, but I guess that makes sense. Kind of looks cool in the background like that. Okay, time to look for some bee's nest. Okay then. All right, so as you can see this monstrosity behind me and you know, the blue weird outlines, this is our bee farm. Unfortunately, with shaders on, you can't see it. You used to be able to before we updated to 26.1. However, for some reason, with shaders off, it seems fine, and I can actually, you know, see what we're doing, you know, as you should be able to. Oh, shaders on. Oh, see, it just disappeared. Like, there we go. Now we got our weird blue outline again. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and build this. Enjoy the time lapse. I'm gonna have to gather some materials probably as well, but enjoy the time lapse. And let's go. We have crafted a beehive. I figured that this is probably going to be easier. It looks like we're getting some honey. So these guys need to breed. We do need some flowers, which we do actually have plenty of, just not with me currently. It's back at the base. So we're just going to go ahead and look around. Surely we can find, ooh, hello bee. Where's your hive, huh? Would you like to join me? Awesome. All right, and then we should still have this guy. This guy should not be mad at me if I do that. 1 bee, okay. We'll take that, Unfortunately, it was just the 1, but that should be a-okay. Let's grab these flowers. So we'll just go ahead and grab these 2 because that's just more than enough. Because we just need 2 flowers to breed them. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to have plenty of bees. I believe we can get up to 15, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like they went back into their nest, which is a-okay by me. Okay. So as soon as there's honey, it gets extrapolated. Not the terminology for it, but you know, that's what's going to end up happening. We come back on over here and we just go ahead and craft another one. So now we have 2 beehives and 2 nests. So now we got that. We can go ahead and actually remove this piece of glass. I do need the bees to leave their nest though. Also, it's weird because the sound, like I can hear them over here, but they're not. I've kind of gone in free cam to see if they went underneath for some reason, but they haven't. So not too sure about that. Okay, all right, cool. The bees have officially exited. We're gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Go ahead and read you two. It should pop out a little baby. Perfect. Look at the baby. Perfect. Okay, so now we have 4 bees in here, and we want to get up to 15. Is basically our goal because each one can carry 3. Doesn't look like this one has actually garnered anything quite yet, but they are messing with these. All right, looks like they all went back into their nest. Okay. So also just so you guys know, yes, I know this isn't pretty. Just kind of sitting here in the middle of the village, you know, it's right here. We are actually going to put something around it. I haven't designed it quite yet or really know what I want to do with it. It's probably going to be some sort of bee-focused thing, but we'll get there. So in case you guys are worried about this design behind me. Okay, so now that we have this, we can actually get started on the honey part of this. We're going to end up needing bottles. So right now it's just giving us beeswax. We're going to end up needing honey. Okay. Shouldn't be too difficult. But let's get back to actually building. And for the second time in this video, enjoy the time lapse. Excuse me, Mr. Enderman. Excuse me, sir. You are not in a location that I'm too fond of. However, I do appreciate the ender pearl. Also, yeah, you know, this is what it's going to end up looking like. This is right now. So, in case you guys were wondering. Okay, back to the time lapse because we actually didn't start it. Was about to. Bye. That was ever so slightly scary. We lived though. Whew. Okay. All right, it's very much nighttime. Yeah, this cave is dangerous. Very spooky. Okay, all right. Yeah, it was not good. Really, like at all. That was really close. Really close. But we lived, barely, but we lived. Oh no, we're back. Oh no, we're back. Oh no, we're back. All right. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Okay. This build's really dangerous. I don't even know how I'm alive. Let's definitely eat my steak. Okay. Whew. All right. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, an Enderman too. Nice. Okay. Oh, hello. Hello there, sir. You don't mind? Yeah. Give me that flame. Oh. Well, you didn't even drop it. Don't matter. Okay. So this build has been a headache, I'll tell you what. I don't even know where I'm getting shot from. Okay. All right, let's just go up, shall we? Yeah, okay. All right. This has been dangerous. And all wall shaders were off. Okay, yeah. we have completely finished. Well, not completely, but we've made a lot of progress. First off, of course, it starts raining as I literally just wanted to start doing this, but we have our bee farm constructed, which I haven't run through with you guys since it's been constructed due to the time lapses. But we have honey blocks, and just to kind of show you, so the way that it works, you got comparators going into the nest and just runs its way on up. And once it reaches here, it will actually go ahead and take what it needs to, which right now we're doing bottles. Unfortunately, the bottles don't funnel down into the hoppers like the honeycomb do. That's fine. We just come back in here and we just take it. We're making as many honey blocks as possible to house our villagers. So each one of these are going to have a honey block, and the reason for that is they can't jump out of it. So it's going to look like they're kind of just standing there. And in reality, they are just standing there. They just can't get out. So yeah. Now the interior for the first floor is done. And the only thing we are going to probably add is going to be signs just to go ahead and let us know, hey, this villager does this villager does this villager, you know, so on and so forth. Now, if we come over here, we now have a system. So this is obviously up. This is going to be sending us down into our second floor, and this second floor is going to have more villagers. So each one's going to have different villagers. I just realized that this block isn't there for some reason. Well, actually, let's just fill it in. There we go. So each one of these is going to have another honey block, so they can't go anywhere. This is just going to be different villagers. So this is no longer just going to be librarians. And what's going to end up happening is we're going to have farmers. We're going to have just a bunch of different tool stations for us to actually get, ignore that, our emeralds up. Now we come into here, we have our villager breeder. So our villager breeder is right over here. We got these two villagers. We moved them over. You guys should have seen that in a time lapse as well. And the goal is basically, if we go into F4 mode, these two are gonna, they're gonna breed together. The farmer, he's going to be making some wheat. Once he gets a good amount of wheat, he's gonna go ahead and share with his boy, with his girl, I should say. And then over here, we have the beds, and it's gonna go ahead and drop a baby villager when they're in here. They're gonna try and go to bed. They are going to actually just walk over the trapdoors. The normal villagers can't get through because of this trapdoor here. So they're going to drop in, they're going to go through this tunnel, and they're going to just end up right here, and they're just going to be funneled in there. Now here, what we haven't done yet is we're going to have a minecart track. And reason we haven't done the minecart track is because I don't have much. Well, I have a decent amount of iron, so we can probably get started on that. And then this is going to go ahead and funnel its way all the way into this room. And basically this is going to be the villager, the zombified area for us, this little spot. So we're going to go ahead and call a villager over. Villager's going to end up right here. We're going to have some workstations in here. We're going to place the workstation. We're going to give the villager a job, lock the trade in, and then we're going to go ahead and send him over to here. Over here is going to be where the zombie is going to end up being, where he's going to zombify the villagers. They're then going to make their way over to this section, kinda. And we are going to go ahead and cure the villagers so we can get the best trades possible. I think this is just going to end up being minecarts. I actually don't remember what I made that for. But the track is going to continue to go up to here. So it's going to stop right here. And our plan is, as we get villagers, I'm just going to connect a track, and the track is going to go to wherever the village is going to be housed. So that's kind of the brief rundown on what's going to end up happening here as well, if you guys wanted to see. So this is kind of like where the village used to be. So this house here used to be down here. We went ahead and moved that up. I can't remember if that was in video or not. If it wasn't, that's what we did. So as you can even see, like, we literally have the glass. It's still down here from when we originally moved it. This is now just going to be like inner workings area. So we come down here. This place, by the way, very dangerous. If you saw the time lapse, I fell multiple times. So we have just a bunch of mobs down here. This was dangerous because as I was actually building this area, I wasn't originally planning on doing like a little area for me to stand on, but I kept falling, and it required me to just make a nice little safe area like that. See, I just literally just fell. So that's kind of what this is going to be. This area is just going to be a safety area, and we're going to have the mechanism go up there. What we need to go ahead and do next is actually get a zombie into position. We need to get a zombie into position. He's just going to be standing here. You know, he's going to go ahead and zombify them, and then it's just going to be a nice loop. So this is going to be the important area for us to actually get started. How do we make name tags? Okay, so we just need a nugget, whether it's iron, copper, or gold, and we need to include one piece of paper, and that gives us a name tag. That's really, really easy, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and grab an iron nugget. We are then going to grab some paper. As you can see, I'm really organized. However, I don't have everything memorized and where everything should be. I don't think we have sugarcane. So we'll come into here. We're just going to go ahead and grab a couple of sugar. Should be plenty. We'll maybe grab one more piece just so we can have 9. And then we are going to go and make some paper. We then will have a name tag. However, we're not going to be able to name it because we have to go to an anvil, which we do have in our base. Fortunately, it's not in the safest location considering it's nighttime. That's some paper. We'll just go ahead. We might need sugarcane, so we'll just go ahead and leave that in there. And then we need one piece and one piece. That gives us a name tag. So that's our first crafted name tag literally ever. I've never crafted a name tag before, and that is our first one. So we have the task of naming, and I want to go ahead and go into a position where I can maybe see the entrance while I'm doing this. We are going to go ahead and name our zombie, and he is going to be named Zeb. And Zeb the Zombie. So if you're a Star Wars fan, you'll understand the reference. If you're not a Star Wars fan, I'm sorry, start watching Star Wars. Zeb is a phenomenal character, and that is going to be what our zombie is named after. And that's just because Zeb starts with Z, and Z is, you know, the first letter of zombie. I also just realized it's no longer raining, so that's a W. Now let's go ahead and get a zombie, which I see. Oh, I don't like that he has a spear. Okay, you'll work. You'll definitely work. So this is going to be our friend right here. If the other guy didn't have a spear, I'd probably go ahead and use him. However, there you have a spear. You're not somebody that I'm too interested in. I'll take your spear, an iron spear. Don't mind if I do. And you are just going to follow us. Let's get our Zeb name tag. Going to go into here. Go ahead and do that. Perfect. Hello, Mr. Zeb. Zeb the Zombie. And we are going to just go ahead and do this. Let's just add some variation. So Zeb the Zombie, you are our friend right here. I'd love to give you a weapon. It's definitely not going to be a spear though. We're thinking a sword. So yeah, and that's just to, you know, speed up the process. But Zeb is officially home. And that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you guys did, do please like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you guys are enjoying the content on the channel. In the next video, we are going to build an iron farm, something we've been needing for a very long time. Yeah, it'll be able to let us get started on a lot of iron stuff, more redstone projects down the line. And don't worry, we haven't forgot about the zoo, but we are also going to make some progress on the Ender Dragon so we can actually get an Elytra. So we are going to build an iron farm in the next video, and we are going to get our gear geared up so we can actually go into the Nether. Until then, we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.